Skyrim, a land of warriors, rogues, and wizards. Those who clash with steel, bathe in darkness, or channel the light. But what if the hero Skyrim needed was just a regular man? A man who believes in a hard day's work. A man who needs nothing other than his trusty axe. Paul Bunjorn. Paul Bunjorn. Yep, it's Paul Bunjorn. There he is. See, it's like if you took Paul Bunyan, you know, this guy, you took Paul Bunyan and you put him in Skyrim, because he uses an axe. Yep, Paul Bunjorn. That's it, that's what I'm doing. I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers do challenge runs in Skyrim, and I've been kind of bored, so I wanted to give it a try, and I was like, oh, what should I do? A region lock? What? And then I noticed I never really used the Woodcutter's axe, so I was like, that might be a fun gimmick. So the goal of this challenge is to see how far I can go just using the Woodcutter axe. So the basic ideas for this challenge: I must use my axe. I play on survival mode. I abhor magic. So I gotta use, I do have to use alchemy to give me some potions, because I'm not using restoration. I play on at least expert. If I get better, maybe I'll up it, but yeah, it's been rough so far. And I try to only make gear that I can get from an animal. I kind of live a hunter-gatherer lifestyle. Let's see it. Is it working? Is it working? Is it working? Working. Where's my mouse, bruh? Fuck. Unfortunately, after that first clip, that was my audio testing clip. As you can see, I turned my audio down way too low. So quit yapping back then. It's these storm cucks, the simple. My epic Skyrim shitpost. Impossible to hear now. Impossible. Quit yapping back there. We're all gooners and binds. Yeah, something like that. But fuck, I fucked up the audio mixing, so I've got the voiceover, you know. Yes, the birth of Paul Bunjorn. But that's not Skyrim-esque. Paul Bunjorn. I make my character. I make fun of this guy for having terrible technique. His axe is chipped. It's not even sharpened. His axe sucks. I decided to go with Raloff because he has an axe. He's a fellow axeman. That's how I make my escape. That's how I decided. Yep, I'm a Stormcloak now. He has an axe. The other guy didn't. They show me an axe right here, but that's not a true axe, you know. That's not a real axe. I gotta get my real axe later. So basically, I'm just gonna let Raloff do most of the work. And I ended up. Originally I was gonna do like a hybrid, like I use a woodcutter axe and a bow. But then I was scared it was just going to devolve into, stealth archer. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just use a bow. I can't upgrade the bow and I can't use any perks. And then it's just like, why the hell am I using this damn thing? So eventually I get rid of the bow. But for the start, I use it a little bit. Paul Bunjorn, devolve the stone. It's damn good at it, too. So I make my way out of the cave, I team up with Raloff, I enable survival mode, I pick up the warrior stone on the way to Riverwood, we get the Riverwood, I talk to, what's her name about, taking the, warning the Jarl.
There's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless.
Yeah, I gotta let him know.
Word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun.
Yeah, but before I do that, I gotta pick up my weapon. My main weapon, at least until I get the poacher's axe. That's kind of the goal. So right now, the woodcutter's axe, you see it did 6 damage. It's just always gonna do 6 damage, no matter what you do. Unless you installed the unofficial Skyrim patch, which turns into it has the weapon ID of a real weapon. But as of Vanilla Skyrim, the woodcutter's axe has the ID of a tool. It will never go above 6 damage, as far as I'm aware. Maybe some Skyrim wizard has figured out a way. But it'll never go above 6 damage, it can't be tempered, and it can't be enchanted. But, if we get our hands on the poacher's axe, that can at least be tempered. And it can also benefit from perks. So, that's the goal of this run, is to get the poacher's axe, make it as strong as possible, and use it to slay beasts. Now right here, I begin crafting my gear. I think for this run, I think I will allow myself to use gear that like a woodsman can gather. So like fur, hide, eventually scaled, and then if I really want to help myself out, probably if I could kill a dragon with an axe, I think I'm entitled to some dragon scale armor. So yeah, I'm going to be focusing on... I want to get good at blacksmithing so I can make that axe as good as I possibly can, because it's going to be rough trying to do the whole game with this 6 damage axe. So hopefully I temper the poacher's axe, get it up to... I'm hoping like 50 damage, but I don't know. I don't know if the math is going to end up working. I don't want to abuse magic too much, so I'm not going to use any spells. And for now, I'm thinking I'll skip enchanting. But if I find an item that buffs any of my skills, like a necklace of blacksmithing or a necklace of alchemy, anything like that, I'll use it. And I will use alchemy, because eventually you'll see in this video I grind wood cutting for some money. But yeah, this Skyrim inflation is crazy. There's infinite lumber. So the supply is infinitely high, the demand is low. So Skyrim economics, they don't pay much. They pay 5 gold per lumber, which is doable. It's really good money. But a woodsman knows his herbs. A woodsman knows the plants and the flora. He knows the way. So luckily, the people of Skyrim love their potions. So eventually, to make money, I'm gonna have to use alchemy. And the reason I want to make money is because I hate the smithing grind. It's so boring. So I'm thinking every level I get, I'm going to immediately level up 5 times in smithing. Or every level I can. I'm going to try to level up smithing 5 times. But that's going to get expensive real quick. Very quick. So from Riverwood, I made my way down the mountain, ended up in Whiterun. I also realized joining the companions is probably a good idea, because then I'd have I'd have somewhere to sleep. They have a blacksmith who can actually train me, and Ayala the huntress is kind of she's a hunter, I'm a hunter. It works out. So the companions are the move.
A stranger comes to our... Would you? Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit. This is Vilkas. He will test your arm. Vilkas, take him out to the yard and see what he can do.
Aye. The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this.
Die, damn you!
Not bad. Next time won't be so easy.
My wife is in mourning.
I low-key destroy Vilkas. I take his sword to Yorlin Greymane. I help Yorlin Greymane with the shield. Boom, bada boom, bada boom. I'm a companion now, and now I have Yorlin Greymane unlocked. And now I gotta start funneling money into him to upgrade my smithing. That's the next tech. They gave me a quick quest to just beat up Alim here. So, I'll do that real quick, get some money. Might as well, it's right here. Let me take out my axe real quick and, put a beat down on her. It's actually insanely close. I'm not him yet. I'm not the Paul Bunjorn of Tale. So I go out around Whiterun. I kill some more creatures. I gather some more herbs. I managed, look at that, I got a new hat now. But now it's time to really grind, because I notice I'm not making that much money from selling pelts. You know, and I haven't started making potions really yet, so it's time to give it a real college try. I'm Paul Bunjorn. I'm a lumberjack by trade. And I will cut, and I will make money, and I will cut and make money. Paul Bunjorn sure got a lot of wood. Paul Bunjorn.
Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red. Oh, there once was a hero named...
What you just witnessed was the start of a slow descent into madness. Because to chop wood for hours on end, to have thousands of gold to afford blacksmithing, is a task only befit to the strongest willed of men. Men such as Paul Bunjorn. So sometimes, after chopping wood for so long, you notice when you're over encumbered, you walk to a certain rhythm. Almost a certain rhythm of that, that one band that I'm going nowhere. Somebody help me. You know, sometimes it happens. You know, sometimes you transcend the realm of Skyrim and you hear otherworldly music. You know, you break the fourth wall. That's just what it takes. That's just what it takes to chop wood for hours to get thousands of gold to level up blacksmithing 5 times per level. That's just the grind. Alright, so I decide to sleep for the day after a day of, hard work. Take a break from the monotony of woodcutting and go hunt, because I want to be able to craft a backpack, because then I can carry more stuff. So I need a bit more leather, I could try seeing how decent I am with my arm, my swinging arm. Go pick a fight, see how I stand. Yeah, and then after crafting some stuff, I'll grind the wood a bit more, and then I should be able to afford some smithing. So yeah, unfortunately I'm weak as hell, so back to killing defenseless animals. Yum yum yum. Those skeletons were kind of a problem. They're a little bit of a problem, but don't worry. I'll solve that one day. I'll temper my gear. Here I got, I bought a corundum so I can craft ye old adventure backpack with bedroll, get a bit more stamina, get a bit more carrying capacity. Got, I'm gonna grind smithing, and I'm gonna make better armor. I'll be tankier. I'll make better potions so I can endure battle more. I'm gonna find the poacher's axe. We're chilling. We're so chilling. I could maybe buy my training. Maybe. Hope it did the math right. 260 per level, 5 level ups. 1,500 gold, 50 cheese. Tight. 50 cheese? 15 cheese? Wait.
Oh, man. 50 G's?
Me and, Breaking Bad. 50 cheese? Waka. Train.
It's an honorable craft.
Max training.
I'll show you what I can.
Yes. Yes. That and a level up. Now I'm just gonna have to chop wood for another hour before the next. Dude. Oh boy. There you go chopping again. Some of you don't understand the mindset of a chopper who's trying to power level smithing without grinding smithing. Every time you want to train something, I think the math is it's 10 times your skill level plus 50 gold. At least for, like, you know, the first 50 levels, I think. So, if I want to, I don't know what I'm at, what, 25 smithing? It's going to be, what is it, 250 plus 50? So 300 gold for 25, 310 gold for 26, 320 gold for 27, 330 gold for... It keeps going. It grows and it grows. And 100 lumber equals 500 gold. So I must chop and chop and chop. Now I realize at the start of my chopping journey, if I pick up all the wood and then drop it like so, then I can just pick it up, like hold it. Huh? Oh, why don't you go to work? Look at that. Now I'm not over encumbered. Slight min-max acquired. Slight refining of the Paul Bunjorn technique. Saves me precious seconds. Precious seconds.
Take a seat and get the cold down. Honest gold for honest work.
Yeah, baby.
Need anything else? Just let me know.
Got a lot of steel to shape. It's an honorable craft. I'll show you what I can.
So, I level up again. I start getting more health. I was gonna try to get stamina, but I'm realizing how weak I am early game. And then I start trying to decide what perks I need to work on the poacher's axe. Because it's an enchanted item, I'm going to need arcane smithing, so that's gonna be a while. So I think I kind of just spread perks around. I can't really use one-handed just yet. So like blocking helps, light armor helps. Eventually, I think I get speech and alchemy because I need to like get more money. But here I am, taking another break from the woodcutting to just go kill wildlife. When I stumble across a mud crab, another limit test for my combat potential. Surely the great Paul Bunjorn can handle a mud crab. Alright, let's train a little bit, huh? God, the mud crab hurts. Damn! Yeah, so the mud crab kicked my ass, and it's really starting to set in how badly I need the poacher's axe and everything. So gotta start prioritizing that now. That and some better gear. So like I head back to town and I make my first scaled armor. Also, the smithing levels are slowly but surely coming in, so I'm starting to be able to temper these bad boys a lot better. I go on one more excursion when I run into this situation. Paul Bunjorn is not back down. Fight. Now I know what you guys are thinking. I just got wrecked by a fucking mud crab. What can I possibly do against a Sabre Cat? Well, I do have a bunch of potions this time, and I got this rock, trusty rock. So, rock plus kiting plus Paul Bunjorn's axe. I think I got a chance. And you know, I'm gonna prove my worth right now.